And here we are back with another episode of 10-7 with myself, Tara, and Goose.
Yeah.
Tyra has a previous engagement, but she might be joining us a little bit later on in the show.
I
But
feel
we
abandoned
we why is that?
because I wasn't expecting her not to be here until you told me she wasn't going to be here.
Well,
I know she had prior commitments.
I promise we will not hurt you, Tara.
Yeah, I know. 2 against 1.
We a team, baby.
You might be in a little bit of trouble though.
I feel like I will be. I feel like I will be. Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome back to another episode of 10-7. And like I like to start the show. I like asking everyone how's their week been.
Good. It was a great week.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I can't complain.
Right. And my
That's some pretty.
Our nephew's here.
What up, nephew?
And we haven't seen him in what, a year and a half?
Oh wow!
Yeah, Christmas of 2019, I think, was the last time we saw you. Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
welcome to town, and I hope you enjoy the show for the time that you're going to be around.
Yeah,
watching the show.
He's in the background.
But I guess right now it's time for that part of the show. You know what it is, the part of the show that everybody likes to put their 2 cents of in. You know, here it is. Yeah. Yes, that is the Would You Rather portion of the show, and the Would You Rather portion of the show is brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. Tara, tell them about Therapeutic Billing.
Therapeutic Billing is a medical credentialing and medical billing company. So you can come to us for all your credentialing needs. If you're a mid-level provider, chiropractor, mental health professional, registered dietitian, speech language pathologist. If you need our services, we are here to help. The number is 610-228-2029, or you can visit us at www.therapeuticbilling.com.
There you go.
Let's handle the numbers so you can handle the patients.
Amen.
There you go. So, would you rather question? I have 3.
Okay.
Or 2. I have 2 or 3. Depends on how they go. I'm just trying to decide on which one to go with first. I'm gonna go with this one first. Would you rather save the environment or colonize another planet?
Save the environment.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with save the environment.
Colonizing sounds pretty doggone tempting.
It does, but how hard
I saw how the last one worked out.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? It'd probably be easier to colonize another planet and start from scratch than to get everybody here on the same page.
But you don't know what you're dealing with once you get there.
We'll figure it out.
I'm already being ganged up on. These 2 are yeah. But once you get there, are you going to allow other people from here to come there? It's too many caveats.
Only the homies.
Invite only. Goose says invite only.
Invite only. Clubhouse environment. Okay, so that's one.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we could fix our planet.
Ryan Hunter says he would save the environment.
Okay.
He would save.
So no plastic straws.
I hate them little paper straws.
The paper straws.
Yeah. I mean, they're good for a while, but if
you're eating straw.
Yeah, it's kind. Yeah. He said there's life.
You really do be like.
He said there's life out there on other planets, Goose. Don't be Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Don't be Christopher Columbus.
Don't be Christopher Columbus. Yeah. Don't be that dude.
No, it depends on how they come at me.
Yes, yeah, I don't know. I'm sticking with save the environment. I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to colonize.
You do?
Hope for the best.
All right. Well, I'll visit. Once you get everything established, I'll visit.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right. Here's one. Actually, I'm gonna save that for last.
Okay.
Here's it. Would you rather there be a statue of you in every city, or a painting of you in every house?
Oh. A painting of me in every house. I could be like Jesus.
A statue of me in every city.
I'm going to take the painting in every house because
I don't want a bird
duking on me in any city.
Jared said that's weird. You don't know what kind of house it is.
It's all right. It's in every house. It's all right.
It's in every house.
That's too much for me. I'm good with every city.
And also that's why I would like to colonize another planet. I guess everyone's going to bow down to me.
Hail, Justin.
Ryan said he would have the statue in every city.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start there. We'll start with a statue in every city, and then we'll move on to a picture in every house,
and then move on colonizing the planet.
That does go with colonizing. Yes, it does.
I mean, just think about it. Suppose people start throwing them Jones away, then they're filling up the.
You're adding to the environmental waste.
Yeah. Say people start toppling your statue, and beating it with shoes.
Yeah, but that's just one statue per city. You know what I mean? So we're talking hundreds of thousands as opposed to like millions. Hundreds of millions.
Give me a stat. Give me a painting in every house.
I'm still going with that.
All right, last
Final
one. And this one is obvious for me. All right, so
okay.
Would you rather have 1 hour of detention or 1 hour of math homework? Take yourself back to like high school or something like that.
Dork. I'm detention. 1 hour, 4 hours. I don't care. I'll take the
detention. What you say, Goose?
This one over here, big brain on Brad. This permanent record. Oh my God.
Your permanent record. Listen. Yes, exactly. I am picking detention every time.
Absolutely.
No
doubt. That's easy. I can do that. I've done it before.
Every time detention. I don't want 1 minute of math homework. I hate it.
What did R. Dot say?
He said he knows that Justin's picking detention.
Oh.
We actually had a math class together. so
he knows.
He knows. Yeah, he knows.
Exactly.
Did he cheat off you, R. Dot?
Justin, did you cheat off of R. Dot?
No, we was both struggling in that.
That's funny.
Well, that's the Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. Make sure you check out Therapeutic Billing. Tara told you where. And we'll revisit that because you can rewatch this show on YouTube. But there you go.
Yeah.
So now it's time for another favorite, Dear 10-7.
Yeah, I got a couple, guys. I got a couple. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Dear 10-7. My husband and I met in high school and have been married for 23 years. Before we were married, we broke up several times and dated other people. He joined Facebook last year at the end of August. He friended an old girlfriend from high school. I got mad and he responded by blocking me. He blocked his wife. Okay. I've never felt the need to check his phone, but something didn't seem right. So I gave in. I checked his phone. That was mistake number 1, without his permission. I found out about a week after he joined Facebook that he sent a message to someone he used to work with before we were married. And he asked this person if he knew how to get a hold of an ex-girlfriend he dated, one of those times that we had broken up. In the message, he told this person he wanted to see the ex-girlfriend and that he really missed her and had never forgotten her. I'm devastated and not sure what to do. I want to confront him. After all these years, I thought we had a good marriage. My heart is broken and I need some advice. Don't go through your husband's phone. That's advice number 1.
Well, I still don't see nothing that he did wrong. They can still be friends.
Speak up, Goose. Having trouble hearing you.
No, I'm saying they can still be friends. I mean, he ain't say he wanted to smash one last time, or I mean, I didn't see any X-rated or anything that crossed the line. He just said, "Yo, I missed him, or I miss her."
But is that okay to say?
Listen, I have friends that I haven't seen in years that I miss hanging out with.
But did you date those friends though?
Not necessarily, but what I'm saying is you can still be friends. Just because you dated somebody and you're no longer together doesn't mean that you guys can't talk or be friends.
Well, that's true. It doesn't. And usually once, you're married, your friends become our friends. That's like how it kind of goes anyway. But I don't know. It's almost like what he's doing is kind of it's behind her back.
It's not behind her back. He's doing it on Facebook. How many?
But no, he didn't. No, he didn't do it on Facebook. He messaged someone on Facebook and said, "I miss this person. I want to get a hold of them."
Right. So maybe they're friends with this person, and he knows this person's name on Facebook. Maybe they're not going through by the same name. Maybe they've got married and using their married name. Who knows?
Right.
But every friend that you friended on Facebook or accepted on Facebook, you ain't running by me.
No, you're right. I didn't. I usually run it by Lisa. Like, who's this person? Anyway, so she's asking us, she's asking for our advice. What should she do? She felt like her marriage was in a good spot, but now she feels like he's doing stuff behind her back. So what is the advice that we're giving her, Justin and Goose?
Well, the first thing, Terry, you said it already. Stay out your husband's phone. When you're going looking for something, you're going to find it. You know,
absolutely. I mean? Quickest way to get your feelings hurt.
And it seems like not only is she finding it, but it seems like it's partially manufactured. Because, like I said, you can't be friends with people of the opposite sex?
Yeah, so maybe, honey, you should just say to him, like, listen, come clean. I went through your phone. You joined Facebook. I went through your phone. I saw you message someone that you want to get a hold of, somebody that you dated when we were on a. Can you tell me about that? Like, why are you trying? Like, yeah, ask him the question. Admit to what you did, and then say, why do you want to get a hold of this person? What is making you? Why do you miss her? Number one.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Why do you? Yeah.
What do you miss? You dated her. It's not like y'all were work friends. You dated this chick while we were separated.
He dated her over 23 years ago.
Well, they've been married 23 years, right? But on one of their the husband and wife, they've been together since high school. So on one of their breakups, and then again, we don't even know how old they were. He might just be trying to relive his youth for 5 minutes.
The thing is, she says they've been together 20-something years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been married 23 years. They've been married. Is it married 23 or
they've
together?
They've been together since high school and married for 23 years. So she's been in this person. They've been together since they were teenagers.
So when they were in high school, they were on again, off again, and he dated some other girl.
Right.
So, yeah, I think in this situation, it might be a little like, it might be a reach. Like, it's tough. It's tough because it's weird because, like you say, he said he missed her and all like that. And that's just weird language for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's somebody from high school and it was somebody like previous to them. Like, it's not like somebody that y'all separated and that happened and then y'all got back together. No, it was before y'all decided to make it official. Right.
Right.
So that's a tough one because, you know, it's a slippery slope, but I wouldn't read but so much into it until there's something really to read into it. I don't think there's that much to read into it right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's hardly anything to read into it. I mean,
well, I think eventually she's going to have to tell him that she went through his phone.
All of our Facebook friends lists are full of people we went to high school.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe some we dated, maybe some we didn't.
I think if you want my advice, I think you need to come clean with him and tell him you went through his phone. If you're that suspicious and if it's really weighing on you that much, you need to confess that you went through his phone and then just ask him, like, why do you need to get a hold of this person if it's bothering you that much? Because it's going to eat at you. You're not going to be able to let it go.
Yeah, so if it's going to eat at you, if it's going to eat at you, come clean.
Yep.
And work on your trust issue.
Please. All right. Let's move on. Moving right along. Do you want to read the next one? You're going to have to talk up. It's the second one. Oh, God, he don't have his glasses. It's going to take a minute, y'all.
Dear 10-7, I am 47 years old. I lost my husband of 23 years 2 years ago. Since he died, I've dated some men.
Okay.
And last year...
Why do you talk with inflection like that? You're up.
I fell for a guy in his 50s. He seemed mature at first. I thought he knew what he wanted. He started living at my house and even proposed to me. I thought we'd be planning a wedding, but he changed his routine suddenly. And soon after that, he started acting differently. I came to find out that he was talking to other women, exchanging risque Facebook messages and texts.
Facebook is dangerous.
Then I caught him in a hotel with a woman. See, last letter, lady, this is evidence.
Right.
After that,
last
he
letter,
stopped
lady.
talking to me and shacked up with his other woman.
Mm.
He never let me know that he had any issues. A few months after he moved out, he started messaging me again when he was at work or whenever the other woman wasn't around. I wasn't interested in him romantically anymore, since I'm seeing someone new. But I thought we could be friends. Finally,
What? Why?
finally, I was able to bring him belongings after several months. Well, just this week, he found out I'm with someone and he gets mad at me. I don't understand that. I've tried being friends, but then he ghosts me after 2 days of talking. What do you think? Should I cut everything off?
Absolutely.
Or just let it be? He has lied about us, telling people I stole the engagement ring, which is not true. Just cut your loss.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Yeah.
Why would you even want what? Why would you want to be friends with this dude? I'm confused.
That don't sound like nothing but headaches in the future.
Yeah.
Mhm, definitely.
Just cut your losses.
Absolutely cut your losses. I mean, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. You're with somebody who's not lying to you and meeting people on Facebook and going to hotels. So stick with them. We wish you well.
Absolutely.
Because you never know what'll happen on Facebook. All right. You ready for the next one, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Dear 107, I met a man about 4 years ago. We started dating after we met upon his insistence. Well, that seems weird to me. Okay. So after we were together a year, yeah, that sounds really like controlling. I found out that he was messaging with a girl online and had been for several months. She didn't want him. Then a month after that, I heard he cheated on me with someone from work who was in her early 20s, the same age as his daughter. I confronted him, but he refused to admit he was guilty. However, I caught him exchanging sexual messages with a couple of other girls online since then. He says he's never actually hooked up with them in person. I guess my question to you is it worth trying to keep this man in my life? No. I love him and he loves me. Does he? But part of me is no longer in love with him. If I'm being honest, I felt this way ever since I heard of him cheating with that young woman. What do you think? Should I set him on the curb on trash day? My heart is telling me to stay, but my mind is wanting me to tell him to get lost. Well, then do that.
My mind's telling me no.
Writer number 3, refer to the answer from.
It amazes me how, and it's not everybody, I don't want to make a blanket statement, but it amazes me how women get to be in their 40s and 50s and are still vulnerable to this type of BS. Like, you should have some kind of life experience by now. Why are you holding on to somebody that treats you that way?
See, because it's the small, minute amount of time that makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? So they're willing to trade that for.
You're willing to trade
overwhelming amount of
your
time
peace
where you're not happy.
Wow.
Why
Yeah,
people
some
say,
people would do that.
should I stay or should I go now?
Should I stay or should I go? You should go, honey. I mean, listen, by the way this letter sounds, you're probably in your mid 40s, maybe early 50s. That's midlife. You go find somebody, get a hobby, get a dog, take up finger painting. I don't know.
That's right for you.
And you don't listen. Find some happiness with them before you start hopping on and off trains. Okay. I mean, it's a penis. You can find one that you don't have to marry them or live with them to get some good shagging. Okay. So just stop it. Find some inner peace and stop with the BS with this one, because it's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to be miserable. Who wants to be miserable? You can be miserable by yourself. You don't have to be miserable with excess weight. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. I wish you well.
So Hemboy said he said, is it better to let that man have his fun and have a man at home, someone who will care for you? He's saying, is he sloppy or is he just or is he sloppy or is she going through his phone? And he said a man is more than a penis.
Okay.
So, and that's him. That's him from the Real Guys. What up, him? Appreciate you. She should roll. Like, come on.
Yeah. So if she's not happy, then why stay?
Right.
And what I'm saying by a penis is you don't have to be in a relationship with somebody to shag them. So you stop.
Yeah.
I mean, just say what it is. If that's what y'all are doing, then that's what it is. And when we're done, I'm going to clip your mittens back on your jacket, send you on your merry way, put on my yoga pants, lay on the couch, and watch Investigation Discovery. We don't have to have a relationship. We don't even have to talk. I don't need to know your last name.
I'm mad you sending somebody out that you have to clip their mittens back to their jacket. I'm just saying. So, yeah, there you have it. I think that's all I think that needs to be said, really, for that one.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
So that was it, right? That's the last one?
Yeah, it's very sad, but that's it. That was all I had.
All right. Well, that was the that was the Dear 10-7 portion of the show, brought to you by the Judy Johnson Baseball League of Wilmington, Delaware. Check it out. Now it's time to get to the main topic.
Mm-hmm. And this
friend
was all
zone.
because you sent us a funny video. That's how this topic came up.
Really?
You don't remember the video that you sent with the couple that were on the game show?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
You've never checked the text messages. That's how it started. There was a couple that was on a game show, and the host said, "How long have you been together?" Mm-hmm. And then the woman was like, "Oh, we're not together. We're just friends." And his face totally like melted. You could see the wind coming out of his sails.
First he said 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, "Oh, we're not together. We're just friends." Yeah, that's right. It was. And this was Let's Make a Deal.
Mm-hmm.
With they've been friends
in her head.
But he think they've been together for 6 months?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those two people see the last 6 months totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different.
He was friend zoned.
He got friend zoned on national TV.
He got friend zoned on national TV and did not know it.
In front of Wayne Brady.
Yep.
So it kind of makes you want like, okay, so friend zone, what does it really mean to be in a friend zone? And, are there any benefits to it? And why would you want to be in a friend zone? Like, why would you tolerate it?
Who wants to be in a friend zone? I have notes, of course.
So, I guess a friend zone is like a regular relationship, except for no screw, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
it's a platonic relationship.
Yeah. A situation in which one member of the friendship wishes to enter into a romance or sexual relationship while the other does not. Realistically, the friend zone is a form of rejection.
Oh, definitely a form of rejection.
So we were having this conversation earlier, Justin, with our nephew. We were talking about what we're supposed to be talking about on the show tonight. And I was saying how, like, I've never been friend zoned. And he was like, it really is like the female that tends to do it. But I think dudes can do it too. Like, I mean, you don't like,
so
my little sister.
A dude would do it, but it's a little different when we do it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a little different because it's like, so the dude will pursue you and you're like, oh no, we're just friends, blah blah blah. The woman doesn't really pursue the guy that, sometimes that happens. I mean, it's happening more and more. But when you're looking at it, it's like, nah, I ain't trying to talk. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to holler. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to, nah, I don't want to talk to her, but we could talk though. I might get a number or something.
But in the back of your head, are you like, yeah, I don't really want to be with her, but I'll.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. See, so I think
so it really
it's more harsh and it hurts your feelings more.
Yeah. Jared says it's a clear delineation. Like, no, we are friends. Yeah. You will not.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about you that I don't want to date you. Period.
Yes, I know that has happened.
Isn't it? And that hurts. That hurts. It's like, what about me? Like, Do I smell?
Like, no,
Like, am
it's
I
just
ugly?
I don't.
Like, what the hell?
No, like I look at you as like, and I've said this to dudes. I look at you as like a big brother. Like I feel safe with you. I don't have to necessarily worry about you trying to screw me. Like I just don't look at you in a sexual way or even a relationship way. But now, Justin, were you friend zoned?
Was I've been friend zoned, yeah.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, so maybe I'm going too fast. I'm jumping ahead. I'll revisit this.
So, okay. Okay.
So I just want to give you guys what? Why are you looking at me weird? I just want to give you guys some signs that you're in the friend zone for those who don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
This should be good. This should be good.
Flashing neon light that says friend
This
zone.
should be good.
Okay. You've been trying to make progress for months. You hear Goose said a dry penis. That's one. Dry penis. Right. Okay. You've been trying to make progress for months, but nothing physical has happened between you. So yes, that's the PC way of saying a dry penis. They try to hook you up with their friends or suggest other people. That's true. That's like to get the attention off of me onto somebody else. You're their go-to for all of life's problems, like, a gay best friend. They tell you about the people they are dating in graphic detail. Like, oh, I hooked up with so-and-so last night, and let me tell you, he did this and my legs. So no. All right. You go out of your way to make big gestures such as buying gifts and paying for fancy pseudo dates. You lie awake to win them over. Sounds like you're a doormat. It really sounds like you're a doormat.
That's kind of what you are when you're in the friend zone.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of time spent.
Yeah, it says you want a sexual romantic relationship, but you cannot have it. They want to keep things how they are. And in most cases, this means keeping your attention, your affection, and your friendship and any other benefit that you provide without giving you what you want.
Yeah, so you're being used.
You're a doormat. Find somebody that's going to love you, because it's not going to be this person. What?
So Heen Boy said friend zone only benefits women.
Only.
Totally.
Only.
Absolutely.
And they hold the key to the friend zone.
We hold the key to everything in this little lotus flower.
So if the benefits grow to a point where they think they may need to use the key, they will.
Absolutely. Forthwith. Yep. Yeah. Jared said, "Sheesh."
Wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't by our design. It was not by the female design.
But y'all still participate.
And the thing about it is, and it's not like even like you're taught. It's learned behavior.
Now, now, Tara, let me ask you this. I'm asking you from the only perspective you can have, a female perspective. What are the benefits of you have putting someone in the friend zone? What are the benefits to you?
So
I'm the things that you just read off.
Right. So I'm going to give you an example of one gentleman in particular that I friend zoned almost immediately. I needed rides. He was there. I needed dinner. He was there. I needed anything. He was there. He was that dude that, like, if he couldn't find me, he would show up at a friend's house and just wait for hours because he knew eventually I would loop back around. But if I called him and said, well, I'm stuck at so-and-so, or I'll be there in 10 minutes. So it's like totally beneficial to a chick, but I wasn't giving him anything in return. Like, all right, well, we can go to the movies. We can spend some time together, but we're not going to do anything sexual and it's not going to be romantic. But I mean, he was cool to hang out with, but he was also reliable. Like, I knew if I ever needed anything, the smallest thing, and this was a long time ago. I was a different person. I remember my senior year of high school, my mom had lost her job, and so she was like, I can't afford to send you on prom. I was like, all right, like, no, not a big deal. And he was so good to me. He was like, well, if you want to go, I'll take you. I'll buy the tickets and I'll get your dress and I'll pay for. He was going to pay for everything, and I was like, I'm not taking you on my prom. That was so mean. That was mean. I was mean to him. It was for no reason.
Well,
Right.
Would you all the things that he did for you? Would you have done those things in return? Like, had tables been turned and he needed you for the rides, the food, or whatever?
No.
Was your friendship to the point? No, you wouldn't have done it.
I would have fed him. I'll feed anybody, but I'm not driving to pick a man up. I think you're a man. You should be able to get to where you need to be, and then who's gonna get me home?
You're gonna get you home.
No.
In the car that you picked him up in.
No, who's gonna make sure I get to my door safely?
Yeah, so it's definitely a one-way street. It's a friend.
I mean, it totally is. But okay, so moving past that, can you ever get out of the friend zone? And so, Justin, this is what I was saying to you. You successfully made it out of the friend zone.
So, so I jokingly say I was in the friend zone with Tyra, but she will tell you that she actually made like the first move, like the first, I guess, move in a sense, the first gesture of and she always says I turned her down. But I mean, like,
really?
Yeah, but I was in a relationship, so
okay,
I couldn't,
Oh, so when she approached you, you were already seeing somebody,
right?
Did you ever consider? Well, I know you did, but like, how long did it take for you to say, "All right, let's give it a shot"? Like, were you getting ready to wrap it up with this other person, or you just totally dropped her because you were like, "Well, this is what I really want"?
It was from that time, like when she said that to me, we had already been friends for a while. Like we were out of school and stuff like that.
Right.
But it was quite a time span between when she said that to me and when we actually did start dating. There were some years in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were with the same young lady throughout all those years?
From the time when she said that, yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
But I mean,
are y'all Facebook friends?
Oh my God.
We were.
See?
Did Tyra know?
I mean, we were Facebook friends because we were. I mean, in that situation, he just got on. No, I'm saying in that situation, he just got on Facebook. In this situation, we were Facebook friends
prior.
Before, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, are we now? I don't even know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
Right. And then how often do you really look at your friends list? Because it's like
never
the same people over and over again that always respond to your stuff and you respond to their stuff. Those are the ones you see most often. I mean, you got like 700 friends on your list, 1,000 friends on your list. How many of them do you really see? Do you really talk to? You know,
the algorithm controls that for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So basically, according to this article, it says while our first advice would be try again with someone new. Like if somebody keeps just shooting you down time and time again, how long are you going to stick around for that? You can't always choose what your heart desires. But if your heart is continually being broken, it isn't like self-preservation number one.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that even though your heart may always desire this person,
right?
Their participation is critical. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not like, my heart desires to buy like a new car so you can save and get an extra job and do all this kind of stuff. And eventually you may get your new car.
Mm-hmm.
But if this person is not willing to be in a relationship with you, no matter what you do,
it's not going to happen.
They don't want to participate. It's not going to happen.
Right. So redefine your category in their head. Pull away from the ways that make you a simple friend and start changing your attitude and approach in all your interactions. Become a different person, someone they won't friend zone. That's like changing your personality, isn't it?
But this is the thing. So like,
no,
but all that, like, if she told you why you were friend zone, then maybe you do what I'm saying. You can, reimagine yourself.
And I also wonder if you like,
if you don't know, then you may just become more of a jerk to him.
Right. But I was gonna say, I wonder if like you, if you're in a friend zone and you do go on to meet somebody else, and you start to become enamored with that person, will it make that other person snap out of him like, oh well, I kind of did want you after all? Is it like I want you because now somebody else has you?
Oh, that's another.
Yeah. Yeah. The third piece of advice is focus on yourself. There's something about the way you are that needs work. And I don't agree with that. Like, this person just doesn't love you for what you are. Whether it's your confidence, your attitude, or your social smarts, step away from pleasing your crush and try to focus on yourself for a while. It might take some time, but it will be worth the wait. Isn't it asking somebody to change themselves?
No, so it's like, make sure you know who you are first. What you want first.
Right.
Oh, can't hear you, Goose.
He can't hear what you're saying.
Oh. What did I say?
He doesn't remember what he said. Okay, so I'll read the next bullet point and then you can comment on that. Patience and time. As much as you want them to see you as a potential partner, you must also learn to truly value yourself as someone worthy to be loved without begging.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like,
okay,
like make sure that you know who you are. Work on yourself before you go out there, and put everything into pursuing this person.
And I guess what this is saying is confidence is everything. Like some people just have natural confidence, like they exude it and like they command attention when they walk in a room. And then some people are kind of like meek and meager and like, oh, I like you. You know what I mean? So be confident in yourself. Like that also helps. Take your shot. Goose says this all the time. Take your shot. Only you will truly know when there is a chance. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
But the biggest mistake is doing it before you and your potential partner are ready. Don't be afraid to acknowledge the previous friend zone nature of the relationship. In fact, it's more awkward if you pretend it never existed. Your job to ease them into the possibility that perhaps this can be something more, which Tyra came around to. You have something to say about that? Talk up.
See, it's the whole easing in thing. See, I'm straight to the point. I'm like, listen here. I know you was messing with the boy, but now y'all not dating no more. So now this is me. Exactly. This is me shooting my shot, trying to see if I got an opportunity.
And if she says no, then you're like, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Justin.
Exactly. Like easing in.
You don't agree with that?
Yeah, no.
See, my approach was always a little bit different, right? My approach was almost like a easing type of thing. Like it wasn't a I want to get your number and figure out who you are. It was we cool. I'm gonna let you see who I am. And then we'll see if this is somebody I'm attracted to. I'm gonna let you see who I am. And then we'll see. I'll see if you can vibe with that.
So your approach was always to kind of friend your way into it, is what you're saying.
You make it sound so sleazy. You make it sound so sleazy.
No, I didn't. I don't think it sounds sleazy. Like
the way the delivery on it just sounded sleazy.
You befriended them. No, you befriended them.
Right.
See, this is what I'm talking. This is why I need Tyra, because y'all are ganging up.
Like you doing 3-card Monty. Oh, you thought it was under that, shell.
Are you done? Okay. No, I was saying you befriended them and then you let your personality win them over.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, that's all I got on that one.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I was always the
up.
I was always the upfront person. Like my man Cochise and Cooley High.
Yikes. 1975.
I'm going to sit down, and when I get up, I want your name, your number. Well, he wanted your address. That's old school stuff. But like
you totally just dated yourself, but Cooley High.
I just tell you exactly how I feel, and let you make your decision.
Yeah, smart move. I think that's probably the best way to do it, though. And then that way, you lay everything out on the table. Everybody knows where everybody stands, and if you decide that you want to give it a shot, like I love it. It like you miss 100% of the you don't shoot exactly. Yep.
There you have it. So
yep.
That's a little look down. I'll remind you later. I'm like, just remember. Oh, you sure you said no?
Right. Okay. Now I don't want to hear that when I show back up. All right. You hear me knocking? Let me in.
Well, there's our take on the friend zone. If you have any comments that you want to send over, you can just put them in the comments now, You can put them in our Facebook group. Of course, that's the 10-7 Facebook group. Go ahead and answer those questions and join up. Or, of course, you can send them to the text line at 215-486-0335. Now, this next topic is a little strange to me. I'm going to be honest with you.
All of us.
It's a little strange to me, but there are people that are into this, okay? And I don't even know how to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm going to try. Cuckolding.
You said it right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Phonics works.
Don't phonics.
It is a fetish, maybe? It's a fetish? Would you say? I'll let you explain it because I think I would still not
categorize it as a fetish. Yeah. So what is it? Okay, what is it? All right. Traditionally, this is from the research I did, guys. Traditionally, a cuckold was a man who was oblivious to his wife's adultery. But today, it means something quite different. So basically, cuckolding is a sexual activity. Somebody, the cuck, I do not like saying these words, gets turned on by their partner, the cuckoldress.
What?
The
cuckolder and the cuckoldress.
Right. Having sex with another person, the bull. So basically, the male partner in the relationship is turned on by the female partner in the relationship having sex with an outsider. Do you understand? And
I understand.
I think it goes either way.
Saying.
It could be hetero, homosexual, trisexual, polyamorous, furry, whatever you want to be. Okay. So
it was like, people go and they're like, we came here to knock some boots. I'll just watch.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So the contemporary cuckold isn't necessarily a cisgender or heterosexual male and is completely on board with their partner's affairs.
I hope so. You want to watch it?
So yes, cuckolding is a kink or fetish that is unique to every couple. And there are different ways to enjoy this type of sex play, plus other crucial facts about cuckolding. Ready?
No.
Just go ahead and start.
Our nephew is leaving. He was like, I've had enough. I can't. This topic is. I feel uncomfortable with my aunt and uncle. Love you. Be safe.
All right, Justin. I'm all
right, Jared. Be cool, man.
Enjoy your dinner. All right. So here we go. From a psychological standpoint, guys, cuckolding usually emphasizes degradation or humiliation of the partner who's being cuckolded. So not only are you allowing your wife to be pounded,
they laughing at you
by another dude, you're being degraded and humiliated while he is your wife.
Wait, that's part of it?
Yo.
According to Psychology Today, and I should have called Chuck. I really wish I had to call Chuck.
Well, I don't think it's like they like
we're too immature for this
like
topic.
This, don't you? I don't think it's like that.
I don't know. Maybe we should
Pornhub it. I think maybe I don't know.
What does the viewer say?
When it makes his wife get ran through by other men.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly right. Yes, that's what we said. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's exactly what it is. All right. So, like many sexual fetishes, there are varying degrees of cuckolding. You don't need to go as far as watching your partner have sex with another person. You might get pleasure from listening to your partner talk about having sex with someone else, either real or imagined. Okay, so that's not bad if you're imagining it, right? Right? No, still no? Okay.
No, like why? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, say what you were going to say. What were you going to say?
Why would you even want to imagine your lady with somebody else? Like,
but you know, there are like
people go crazy over stuff like that.
We had a cousin that couples approached him all the time. It was like, yo, won't you fuck my wife? Like, yeah, all the time. Like it was a thing. It was his thing. It was their thing. They did it.
Yeah, but I'm not that dude.
Right. I don't meet too many men but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah, I mean, right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying
if you like it,
you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying it's not for me.
Like, what's the conversation like after that's done?
Yeah, like the way my mental health is set up, I can't.
The way his mental health is set up, he can't.
Yeah, I listen. I get it, but how do you even like?
How do you? What's the conversation? Right, I heard what you said. Yeah, what do you?
The next morning when you're drinking your coffee,
right?
The next morning when you're drinking your coffee, do you kiss her?
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Like, what did you put your mouth on?
You saw it. You were there.
Not always. Sometimes you just listen.
Oh, you heard it.
Or you get this.
You know what stuff. You know what fellatio sound like.
Wait, here's an interesting fact. Did you know that the same tissue that the vagina is made out of is the same tissue that lines your mouth? It's the same type tissue. See, we're not mature enough. We're not mature enough.
Tell me that.
But I just learned it today. I just learned it. Maybe that could be next week's topic, all about the vagina.
Like, there were so many different thoughts that ran through my mind after you just gave us that fun fact.
Well, yeah.
Like, so many things ran through my head. Like, so that must be why. Oh, and that. You know.
That's exactly where my mind went too when I first learned it earlier today. So yeah, that's all. Yeah. Maybe one of these show topics should be all about the vagina.
Maybe if y'all are okay, that'll be a women's night show.
No, we need to educate the fellas.
No. But no. What I'm saying is, when y'all get together, y'all can make sure y'all educate us. I think that should be a women's night show.
Oh, I dig what you're saying. So you guys will just be behind the scenes now, because I feel like Goose is gonna have questions.
Well, he can ask you anytime
in private. Yeah, that's true. All right.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Back to the cup holders.
Watching your partner have sex with someone else is what most people associate with cuckolding, but it really is a scale, and you can choose how far you want to go. You might simply want to watch from a distance, or you might tell the bull what to do to your partner, or you might decide to join in.
Now I'm directing. Nah.
You're like, you said now I'm directing this man screwing my wife? No.
Yeah, and it's weird because we from Philly, and like you telling the bull what to do. It's like,
yeah, right. All right. So according to Psychology Today, why do some people enjoy this? People enjoy all kinds of stuff that you be like, I wonder if that's weird.
I wonder if a dude ever like changed his mind once that started happening, he snapped and like swung on the bull.
Yeah. And I also wonder, like, when I was doing this research, I was like, who approached who with it? Like, who was it? The wife that said to the husband, or the husband that said to the wife? Like, who? Yeah, I probably should have gone deeper, but I feel like that would have taken more time. So anyway, for all sorts of reasons, cuckolding can be a safe space for some to release deep sexual desires and lead to a more playful, powerful, and emotional, intimate sexual relationship. Some people enjoy being sexually humiliated, which can be affiliated with domination or submission play. Well, y'all understand that because we covered a whole 2 shows on BDSM.
I get that, but I don't know. I don't like being humiliated.
No, I don't think anybody like on purpose wants to be humiliated. Right, yeah. But some people
we're going out to the club tonight, and you're going to humiliate the hell out of me.
Yeah. I've never been one to that.
Right, that's never been your desire. Yeah. You never wanted to be humiliated.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm going to go to the comedy club. I'm not sitting in the front. Don't put me in the front.
Right. Don't put me in the front.
Right.
Nah.
Right. All right. So cuckolding requires a certain level of trust and communication between partners, which can deepen and strengthen intimacy in a relationship. Plus, cuckolding engages in fantasy play, which can make sex a much more intense and pleasurable experience. But you're not experiencing it. Somebody else is experiencing it.
But in this situation, you're experiencing it the way
through
you
them.
want to.
Yeah.
You're experiencing it mentally and visually.
Yeah, you're choosing this.
So it's like watching real life porn right in front of you, like 3D porn. Yeah.
With somebody that you know.
Your wife.
Yeah. Your wife. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the downsides And how can you avoid them?
Somebody else screwing your wife. Let's start with that one.
You're like Goose said, we can't do that. Like, okay, so now. All right. So any kink that's centered around a power play can be dangerous. Yeah. Potentially pushing people past their sexual and psychological limits. People might think they're up for the intense fantasy only to discover the reality of the situation isn't for them. So like trying it one time and then, like Justin said, then you're snapping like, what are you doing?
My thing is, how do you not know before
you get it
in the act,
right,
that you're not cool with it?
Well, maybe it's what he does during the act that you're like, no, that's off limits. You know what I mean? Like that's possible.
All right.
No, Justin, right? Doesn't that make sense?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I from what you're saying, if there's something that is happening that you're not cool with, but I mean, you kind of gotta, like, if you went beforehand and said, look, you can't do this, that, and the third, and you go ahead and they start doing that. Yeah, I get that part, but it's still like you kind of allowed it at the same time,
right?
Like, you kind of
yeah, yo, see,
open that door.
But this
definitely
that's the other thing. So the cuckolder, the cuck doesn't like it,
but the bull does,
and the cuckolders may like it.
Right.
So like really, I'm not talking like just out of respect. That I'm talking about really
in all reality and actuality.
The only two that matter at that time,
because they're the ones performing the act.
Yeah.
But
like, hold up, bro. Hold up.
So you're like, what? Safe word, like that. You don't think that would apply? We need to find some people that are into this.
Yeah, because
no, we don't.
The bull.
You said no, we don't.
Out of respect, the bull could be like, "Oh, my bad. That's all limits. All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? But if she win it, she win it.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's wrap this up. At each step, communication is crucial. Couples should make sure that all parties involved are interested in opening up and that a lot of communication is had before and after. The end.
What communication is there for after?
So rules, I'm sure.
Like maybe aftercare, like we learned.
I'm just saying
about like BDSM. Yeah. Maybe there's aftercare.
Oh, okay, it could be, but
go over the list of things that's off limits.
And then you're like any. Pineapples during.
Try not to forget any.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how much we're talking about afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Especially, I think I just will be like, I feel dirty. I need a shower. Like I don't want to talk about. What are we talking about? So we know it's not for us. We have determined that it's not for us.
I'm gonna go ahead and determine it's not for Tyra too.
Right.
I'm gonna make that determination.
I think she would 100% agree with you that it's not for her because it's not. I agree with you. It's not for Tyra. Yeah, but for some people, it floats their boat. So rock out with your cock out. Literally.
Well, all right.
Well, all right.
Well, I guess it's come to that time of the show where we put our, what we call it, the final twist.
The final twist.
The final twist.
Mine is in my phone. I'll be right back.
I don't actually have a final twist, but there was a thought in my head, and Justin, I know you're gonna laugh at me because it's kind of silly, but it has nothing to do with the show. It's just it was legitimately, this was the last thing I was thinking before we started the show.
Okay.
Should I wait for Goose to come back?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so my final thought was, if Cinderella's slippers fit perfectly, how did she lose one of them?
Damn it, Tara. Ah, darn it.
What are you mad?
You know, because I've heard that question before, and then you think about it for a while, like there's got to be an explanation, and you just don't really find one.
Yeah, see, so that was my final thought. Sorry, I couldn't be more profound.
They were glass. Her foot was sweating. They were glass, and her foot slipped right on out.
Is that what you think it was?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, we can ride with that. Okay, thank you for clearing that up for me. Goose is back.
I'm back.
Goose has a prepared statement.
Yeah, clearly.
No. So a friend of mine posted this on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I read it, and I was like, I like it. I'm gonna use it as my Facebook. All right. So it says, the pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sail.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that's by William A. Ward. He's an American author. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I
good
read
one.
that. I was like, dude.
Profound. Yeah. I love it. Good stuff right there, hon.
So I just thought of one because I didn't have one prepared. I just thought of something to say that it was actually posted. I think it might have been posted in 10-7 a while back. It was actually posted by R. Dot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad my wife is not here to over-explain it. Not over-explain, but make it seem
right.
Tell me why it doesn't work. Anyway, it's going to be a question.
Okay.
Is premarital sex a sin if you don't plan on getting married? I'll let you ponder on that until next week.
Okay.
If you never get married, I'm sure there's an answer, but I just want you guys to think about that.
Yeah, I'm glad Tyra's not here to hear that either. This would have went a totally different direction.
Absolutely.
Apparently not.
I mean, aren't we born with sin? So
yeah, at that point you just got too deep for me.
I may sin that.
You just got too deep for me at that point. Well, look, we're going to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for checking us out again right here on the 10-7 show. Make sure you check out all of our shows over on YouTube. And, all of our shows are recorded there, as well as all the shows that play on New Twist Radio and the Real Guys Weekend Suggestions that come that they do on the Friday Vibes Morning Show.
And Justin, before we break for the week, new episodes of Murder and Mayhem in Minutes will be up.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Well, they'll be recorded.
New episodes of Murder and Mayhem in Minutes are coming, so definitely be on the lookout for that. NewTwistRadio.com. All right. So for Tara Goose and myself, and of course Tyra, who's here in spirit, we want to thank y'all for checking us out, and we will talk to y'all next week.
Have a good week.